Okay, seriously, guys. Hey everybody, wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the 65 Chevy pickup that we just did the primer video on. So I got 4 coats of urethane on this. You can see the stripe edge I was talking about. I peeled that back. It's real nice and smooth, and it laid down the way it should. It's beautiful. Made a beautiful tape line. I want to tell you again, it's all single stage. Everything's single stage. We're doing this very old school, the way they would have did it back in the day. And what we'll do is we'll let this urethane dry several months, and then after we get the truck all assembled and everything, we'll come back. We'll probably start with like 2,000 and then 3,000 and give it a little, just a light sanding and buffing. The goal with this single stage urethane is we try to actually keep a little bit of orange peel in it just to mimic the old lacquer that they put on back in the day. And it ends up looking very, very close to the way the old lacquer did back in the day. Plus you got the durability of the single stage urethane. So basically all you got to do is wash it and go. Requires very little maintenance. Like I said, this is a very old school way of doing things. But I love to do them. I don't get to do them all the time. I do a lot of base coat, clear coats, but when I do get to do them, I really enjoy doing them this way. And they look correct, the way that something would have been in the 50s or the 60s. And also, I got one more thing for you guys. I have a fan. And I wanted to show my first piece of fan memorabilia. So I want to say thank you to Bill, who made this for me. It's really cool, and I'm going to display it proudly in my garage. So thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. Really nice job. So upon some investigation, we determined that this door jamb needs paint. We're going to show you how to do that.
All right, I'm going to be starting on these door jambs and sand this door panel here. And I'm going to be hitting it with 220 and getting it ready for epoxy. And then he's going to be painting out over that. So we got that to do. We got the back of the cab to do yet. And then this side will be complete. Still have a little bit of undercoating underneath that needs done. And that should pretty much tie up this side of the cab. Alright, it's a couple hours later. I got all the door jambs sanded, ready for paint. That's all sanded with 220. Had to feather some of these edges out. And now it's ready for epoxy primer. Alright, we appreciate all the support we get on the channel and from you guys watching and sharing the videos and checking things out. But I wanted to take a moment and thank Bill because he made me a saw blade too. He hand painted it, stuck a decal on it, and make a nice little wall hanger for the shed or the garage. So, Bill, if you're watching this, thank you. Appreciate it.
We got one more update for you guys. I don't know if any of you remember this or not, but this is a 68 Camaro that I'm working on for my brother, and we're about to tell you what we just got done doing under the hood. last time we talked to you guys, we didn't have the motor fired up yet. So we took and we put Holley carburetor on this, and we fired this motor up. It's a 383 stroker engine. And yeah, let's start over.
We gotta start over.
We need a beer.
Nah, it's just, I'm not sure what all we had done to it. I know we went over what we done to it as far as putting the 200 R4 overdrive in. We put vintage air in. This is a blueprint short block 383 stroker that I built the top end for. And my brother and I, we've just been working at this thing like piece by piece and trying to make this car like super detailed to the nine. It's a special project. We'll just put it that way. But the update is that we fired the 383. And what I wanted to say a little bit is it has a flat tappet cam in it yet. And I know there's a lot of talking out there, you know, about breaking in cams, and with roller cams, you don't necessarily need to have the break-in time and that. But I chose to use a flat tappet camshaft in it. And so when it come down to breaking it in, we weren't sure about breaking it in with the Phytech. So what we chose to do is we chose to set it up with the Holley, and that was a really good way to do things because we fired the motor, we broke it in, we got to set the timing, we let the cam break in proper, so we didn't have to worry about the motor like coming up to speed, because when you break a camshaft in, you got to bring it up to 2,000, 2,500 RPMs and run that for like 15, 20 minutes at that speed. So you really don't have time to be messing around with the Phytech and all that. So we got the whole thing running, broke in, it sounds great. So now we're in the process of putting the Phytech on and getting ready to start it with the fuel injection. So that's kind of where we're at with it now. We worked on that. We got the Phytech on. I bought one of these, I don't even know what the correct wording for it is. It's just a throttle cable bracket. Never used one before, but I've always seen them on other cars when we were out at shows and that, and I really like them. This I would highly recommend. This is a very nice piece. You can adjust we're using a low car throttle cable, and the 200 R4 has the TV cable that needs adjusted, and it allowed us to do all the adjustments. It allowed us to do the amount of spring tension that my brother wanted, you know, for the foot tension on the return spring and everything. Just a very, very nice piece to use. I really recommend them. They're really neat, compact, and the way they fit, everything just worked out really good. So I'd love to start this for you, but we can't yet. We have to hook up the fuel pump and the lines and all that to this Phytech to finish it up. But stay tuned, because as soon as we have it hooked up and running, these guys are going to get to hear it. So it's a really like I said, it's a wonderful car. It makes me happy every time I look at it. It's really neat. But yeah, we put a lot of time into this one. So stay tuned, guys. And I wanted to tell you, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. Keep watching us. If you have any comments, please let them in the comment box. We'll try to, you know, show videos that people want to see, and like I said, we're just two guys in the garage having fun. So just tell us whatever you want to see or hear. So, all right, we'll talk to you later.